Hey everyone, what's up? Oh my goodness, it's been a hot minute since we have been live. I mean, other than the live stream this morning. But how is everyone doing? I think this light is a little bit bright. Better. Okay, while I let Instagram know, comment in the chat box that you are here. I think they might be delayed, maybe, but that's okay. If you hear a dog whining, it is my dog. She just wants to she wants to constantly be held, which makes for a hard, it's just, oi, oi, oi. Come right with us on YouTube. She's like a spoiled little baby now. When she's not being held, she just cries and cries and cries. But I don't know. That's okay. All right, so it's posted. Cool. Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, yay. Okay, so Eva's here. Hello. Hannah. Hello. Jana, Danny, VG. Hello, you guys. I am so ready to write outline, LL. I'm so ready. I haven't worked on my challenge today. Hey. So I literally have, so hang on, I'll look at my list. Okay, so I'm at 18,784 words, and by the end of the night, I need to get to 21,875. We have a lot to do. And I also kind of wanted to plan out a few, I don't know if this is going to happen. I don't know. Well, what I also wanted to do was make my post for tomorrow. I think for March, I'm going to, like, you know how my Instagram is kind of like more of a pink theme. I think for March, I kind of want to go with like a light green theme because that could just be fun, you know? So I wanted to go over to Canva and figure that out, but that might have to wait. I also have to do some beta reading. I do a little bit tonight. I can do a lot of it tomorrow, but I have to do a little bit of it tonight. But yes, what is everybody else working on tonight? Hello, my friends. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks. I have been going strong, and I feel like I'm still in a good spot. I just introduced the bee story in the book, which, to be honest, I didn't know what it was until last night. But I just introduced it last night, so that's going to be fun to explore. I don't know how much over 50,000 this book's gonna go. That was my game plan that I went to, like March 10th. I want to hit 50,000. So I feel like I don't know. Yes. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't go too far over because I didn't budget for that and I really want to have the full draft finished. Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out once we start our first sprint. I should be outlining, but instead I'm scripting some videos. Sorry, I might get some ice cream soon. Oh, ice cream. That's amazing. Oh, I love that so much. That sounds like a nice time though. I feel like scripting videos is important. I don't really do it, but I like to have a little bit of an outline when I get started. You know? So that's great. You're sounding productive. Editing my manuscript, very nice. I feel like my heart is beating really fast all of a sudden. Like I got delayed anxiety from going live. I don't know what that was about. Starting outlining my new novel with character profiles. Oh my gosh, very exciting. Need to cut 8 to 9K more words. Ooh. Whew, you got this. That's a lot of words to cut. Oh my gosh, cutting freaks me out. Like I get so nervous when I have to cut words. But you've got this, Leela. You've got this. I'm actually still planning tonight instead of writing. I'm working on pub strategies for the year. So much to think about, but I enjoy it. I love that kind of strategizing. You know, it's really fun. Which side is this on? There we go. It's really fun to kind of plan everything out. Sometimes it might not go according to plan for me, but I find it fun too. Or I enjoy it as well. Is it? I feel like it's normal size. I mean, it's not, it's like a normal paper size. I think. All my ones in the past have been this big, so I could be biased. Abby, hello. I'll be doing a writing sprint, then a reading sprint, etc. till we're done. Oh, I love that. I want to write, but I also have to do some beta readings. That's my way of getting it done. Hannah, I think I'm gonna follow your lead. I'm gonna follow your lead, yes, because that's a great idea. And it's a great idea to get everything done. So yes, because I have beta reading I need to do as well. So I'm gonna do that with you, Hannah. Because I'm very excited about this. Oh, I love writing in bed. I love writing in bed. Let me see. I'm editing my sci-fi tonight. I'm in the middle of editing a bunch of chapters. Ooh, I love that, Abby. My goal. So, oh, also, yes. Hello. I think, I'm not really putting too much pressure on myself in terms of release, like I did with the Stella's book. But I think since I'm starting it so far in advance, I am pretty okay if I wanted to publish it as soon as August. That was kind of where my thought process of when it was going to be published would be, August or September. So we'll see. I got a DM that was like, how good of a book can it be if you're writing it in 16 days? I'm like, you guys, we all have our own. So that's why I just kind of feel a bit like nervous talking about release dates and stuff. But I think tentatively August. I think that's plenty of time for, if I get my first draft done, then second draft, third draft, beta, copy edit. I think that's a good timeline. But I don't know. I don't know why everyone is so they get so heated about my publishing timeline. I've put down a first draft for now, so I'm doing homework. Ooh, homework's good. Homework's important. Yes. Proud of you for being responsible, because I would definitely be procrastinating. Rewriting an essay that I accidentally failed on. Oh no, words on a page equals 0 words in a blank page. Oh my gosh. Well, you've got this, Jana. I'm so sorry that you failed. Oh my goodness, but you've got this. You've got this. I'm also attempting the 5 a.m. writing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy it's going well so far. That's exciting. Oh my goodness. You have to tell me how it goes when you're all finished. I'm outlining my series and working on videos for March. Very nice. Very nice. I think it's a big notebook, but no. Oh. I've never had a notebook smaller than this. So maybe that's just me. I've never used a smaller notebook. Like I've always used, like, even when they're from school, for school. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But okay. You're large and in charge, notebook. Be proud. I don't like writing on something smaller than a page. I don't know. It just kind of messes with me. A blank page is so daunting. It is. I feel you. But you've got this, my friend. Currently in bed. You guys are making me miss my bed. It's over. I don't sit in it when I work anymore, which is probably a good thing. And I'm also trying to work on my posture. Shoot. Hang on. Ellie, hello. I'm so glad you're here. I don't know. Never mind. We're just going to keep going. I feel like I took a very long pause there, but it's fine. I probably should get the doc open. Grabbing some dessert. Be right back. Good luck writing, everyone. Awesome. What are you going to have for dessert? Ooh. I'm writing the second chapter for my Wattpad book. Very exciting. Publish 2 more books before your next one. Apparently, yeah. Well, Destelle's book's coming out in May, and then Edith's is probably end of August or early September. So yeah. Speaking of your books, what order should I read your books in? I know they're about the same cast of characters, I think, but is there a specific order to read them in? Honestly, you can read them in any order you want to, but I would probably recommend going with the order that they're published. So, What Are Friends For, Out of My League, If the Room Fits, and then Can't Catch My Breath. Only because, like, as you read through the books, there's more like Easter eggs that are from the previous books. So that's kind of fun to catch. But if that's not something that's fun to you, you don't have to read them that way. Not at all. But I don't know. I feel like as I wrote them, I kind of build upon the little quirks like that. So, but yeah. I got halfway through a homework assignment before your stream started. Oh my gosh. Yay. Everyone has their own pace. It's being quick doesn't mean Friday. Oh my gosh. Yes. yes. Oh my goodness. I don't know where they came from. But I seem to be it might just because I've been posting every single day about the writing challenge. People are like, excuse me. What? I'm trying not to let it bother me. And also when I document on the vlogs, like, so I documented the entire process of Can't Catch Your Breath, and I found a few reviews that said this work was rushed, and they wouldn't have known that if I hadn't vlogged it. So it's hard to find a balance of like sharing enough to keep the vlog updated, but then like, I don't know. It's just been something that I've been seeing a lot lately. And I'm like, guys, can we just, everybody has their own pace of writing, and that's fine. I don't know why we all have to be funny about it. Oops, I bent my pages. Oh well. I think it's probably an A5 notebook size, which is closest. Okay, well then that makes sense. I don't know anything about notebooks, I guess. But I've always used either Moleskine. I don't know. But these notebooks or the 5-star notebooks. I want to finish outlining book 2 in the series by Friday, and I'm giving myself the rest of March to outline books 3 and 4 so I can marathon draft them over the next several months. Marathon drafting sounds so exciting. Oh my gosh. It sounds like a lot, but I'm excited for you. Like, not a lot in a bad way, but a lot that, I don't know. I'm so excited. The bullet journals development A5, which is definitely smaller. Some people use B5, and that's bigger than mine, but maybe still smaller than yours. Very interesting. I think this is actually the medium size that Moleskine has. Moleskine, I don't know. It's fine. Whatever it is, I want to say it that way, but it's fine. Oh, that was weird. Got a notification. I should. We'll start the next sprint very soon, guys. I just want to get through these comments. I'll be going a little bit quicker. I know I shouldn't be doing work in bed, but I couldn't help myself today. I've been sitting at my desk all day. You definitely deserve it, Hannah. Honestly, I prefer to write in bed and read in bed. But lately, since I'm outlining with my notebook, I keep picking this thing up. Since I'm outlining with my notebook, I prefer to have it open at my desk and rather than off to the side of my bed. But I do get kind of uncomfy sitting at my desk very fast. Brad Mason, during long streams or class. That's a good idea. I have one. I think I left it out in the shed, though. I get to go back out to the shed soon, guys. It's getting so much warmer. Alexis, hello. I'm so glad you're here. I'm publishing one before Distills and then one before Edith's. I didn't know you were publishing Distills. Oh, yeah. I don't think I really talked about it. I don't think I really mentioned because the whole everything. But yeah, I think May. The end of May. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Everyone in the indie world is fast writer, in my opinion, because I figured out that last year, at least a year. Yeah, I feel like that's it too. Like in the indie world, there's like fast releasing is a thing, which I don't think I would ever be able to do because I don't write that fast. But it's not like it's a thing. So I don't know. The same people worry about that fast equals bad aren't even the race. It's fine. Yeah. I need to just tell myself, you know what? Who cares what they think? I know what I'm doing, I do the whole spiel about I do my best and that's all that matters. And I need to believe it and not let other people's opinions get into my brain. Because ultimately, it's not like I'm going to stop writing that fast. I'm still going to do it. It's fine. You should see you're writing quickly as a positive thing, social readers. It means more books. I mean, come on. Yeah, for sure. More books. I love books. Yes. You should all be happy about it. If I could write as quickly as you or Nora Roberts, I'd be extreme. How fast does Nora Roberts write? I don't know. Ooh, I'm interested. I wrote the first draft of my novella in January. Definitely was speeding then. Oh. Yeah, that's so annoying to me. Like, that's how I've been getting comments about when this challenge where I'm drafting it fast. It's like, guys, if this is a first draft, it doesn't have to be good. It's not about how many days, you know, how much you can write in an hour. That's just math. Right, yeah. And like Eva said, the speediness of what you write does not equal quality. You know what I mean? Stephanie, it's okay. I'm glad you're here. We're going to be starting our sprint when I get to this comment of Zara's. We'll start our next sprint. I'm doing data entry tonight. Mostly they're entering data. So today I'm rating my sprints on a 5-star metric. Ooh, I love that. I love that. I'm excited to hear how you do. I don't know why I didn't finish that sentence. The way you said the chef. I'm so excited. And it's so messy, so that means we're going to have a great cleaning vlog ahead of us. Got one video scripted just in the time we've been chatting. The next one I'm scripting is my announcement video for crazy. Ooh, oh my gosh, I'm glad you're productive while we were chatting because I've been kind of stressing that we're talking but too much, but you know, that's fine. That's awesome though. The moment when you realize you weren't live. Oh no, weren't live. Wait for, oh no. So what should we call ourselves, you know, as a fandom? Oh my gosh, I have my, over on Facebook, my street team, they're called my Sutton Sweethearts, and I cringe every single time. 3 books a year is not fast for you. I think that's average. It's not fast. I don't I mean, I would say that's pretty fast. I actually plan to publish 4 books this year, but I mean, for a lot of indies, it could be average, but I think like industry standard, if you like look at the traditionally publishing, that's not average. But it just like I've been saying, it's just depending on everybody's writing speed and whatever they can write, you know, however much they write, their writing speed's their writing speed, you know, no judgment from me. 4 books a year. Oh, I like that. You could try Nora's routine like Kate Kavanaugh did. I'll have to look it up because that would be really interesting. All right. Okay, there's only a few more comments after that, I think. Oh no, I'll be true to myself. We'll start the first sprint now, and then I'll come back to this section because I feel like I want to keep chatting. We'll just go fast. Rapid fire. What is your motivation to post them on your current schedule? Is it to just get another world develop the series? I write fast, and when I finish them, I don't want to like hold them back. So I feel like whenever I can finish them, I would want to publish them. I guess to just get them out in the world. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't really like I don't like the idea of holding books back. So when I finish them, I would like to publish them. Well, Roberts essentially has a new book for every 16 months between a regular name. Ooh, she is fast. That's cool. I have been, it's killing me. I've been eating dinner while into this chat, so I'm still being productive. I love that. I love that you guys are being productive. Hello, I'm so glad you're here. I'm planning 4 books this year. Stephanie, that's amazing. Do you decide which book to write based on the expected release date? Like, you know, you want X amount in summer, so you write that next, or do you go with what's calling you? Correct. I do that. I do the former. So like Molly's book. I really want to write Molly's book, but it's a winter book, so I'm going to be pushing that off to writing it until I'm finished with the books that come before it. So Edith's book comes before Molly's book, so it makes sense that I would write that one first. So, you know, so like even though I want to write Molly's book, I don't know if I want to write it more than Edith's book, I would say, but even though I want to write Molly's book, I know it's a better idea to hold off writing it until I've written the other things that need to come first. So yes, I will write the one that's coming next. I'm basically equally excited about every book that I do. So it's not like, oh man, I really want to write this book, but I have to write this book. You know, I'm pretty excited either way. So, Andrea, you're okay. We haven't done a sprint yet. I'm so sorry. So are the sweethearts. I love that so much. No, not personal, not too personal at all. I think it's fun to talk about the publishing schedule and process of it. No, it's okay. It's okay. Ah, ah, ah. I'm editing a short story. Oh, very exciting. Eva, thank you. When we start the sprint, I will go look at the sticker because I'm excited. And I believe it's author Sarah Sutton. I have at least 6 releases this year. Oh, that's awesome, Brooke. I think you're doing great. I have many friends in the world who release a book a month. I don't know how they do it. That's amazing to me. I love that because, like, oh, I see people in the 20 books to 50K group post that much. I'm like, oh, I love watching that for you. I don't think I could ever do it, but I'm a slow writer and I write and publish at my own pace. That's fantastic. I definitely think you should write and publish at your own pace. You know, don't let anybody like pressure you otherwise. I need to keep that in mind. Hang on, I'm looking at the timer for Google. I need to keep that in mind because I'm a people pleaser. So when people kind of get negative with me, it freaks me out. You know. Share screen. All right. Also, if any of you were, hang on. If any of you were there for my stream earlier today, I was kind of upset with deposit photos because my subscription expired, and we'll do 15:30, and I lost all my credits. I got my credits back, and I would have lost 177 credits. I would have been so upset. All right. So, all right. We are going to do 15 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Only 20 minutes into the sprint. It's fine. I'm going to start off by writing and checking some things, and I'll see you guys once the timer is done. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this thing. I just sneezed. That was perfect timing. Also, Giselle did not like that timer sound. She jumped out of the room. It's fine. All right, let's pause that. How did we do? I got literally 200 words even. This scene is not flowing very well, but that's okay. It's just this section. She's standing out in the hallway, and I just really don't know what I want dialogue-wise to happen, so that's just a struggle. But it's fine. We'll get there. I wanted to talk about Stephanie, your comment. I'm really sorry about pointing out the formatting thing. Guys, okay, it is something that's kind of awkward to tell somebody, like, hey, you have a formatting error, or hey, here's a typo. Like, so I definitely appreciate it, because I feel like I would be so like uncomfortable doing it. Not embarrassed, because like obviously I would want to tell that person too, but I feel like I would just be too much of a chicken to say anything. So I really appreciate it, Stephanie, and anybody else who has ever mentioned a typo or something to me, because I would never have caught it, because I don't go back to my books very, like, not for a while anyway. So I appreciate it. And oh, there's something else I was gonna say about it. And it's just one of those things where if I'm upset, it's at myself that I didn't catch it. Because Stephanie, the one that you had pointed out was one that was so stinking obvious. So I was definitely upset with myself that I didn't catch it. But I definitely appreciate everybody who points something out, because it is like self-publishing. We're doing it all. Many of us are doing it all ourselves. Like ourselves, we are like the final kind of eyes, you know. And that mistake was one that had come in after. Like it must have been after I had updated the back matter or something, because I know that wasn't there in the original, because it's not in my old proof copy. So things can happen, you know, at any point of the timeline. So this book has been out since last June, and this typo has popped up. The formatting error has popped up somewhere along the way. So I really always appreciate it. Don't think that I always do. And if I'm bummed, I'm definitely bummed at myself, because I think it takes some awesome courage to be able to be like, hey, I found a typo. I hope you're okay with that, because I would be so chicken too. I'm like I said, I'm a not people pleaser. I'm just like I don't know. But those are things that need to be pointed out, because it does affect the quality, you know. So I definitely always appreciate it. But yes. Where am I? My comments. I feel like for me, typos and formatting errors are kind of the bane of my existence, because I will think that I feel like this is the way for everybody, for a lot of people anyway. They just don't find, like, because we're looking at the book for so long, you know, that we will completely miss typos, or our brain will fill in the gaps, you know. And so it's always so important to have second pair of eyes, tons of pair of eyes. And I don't think there's ever going to be a point where there's enough, you know, but that's okay. But I really do appreciate, I want to just stress, I appreciate it. And if any of you have found anything and if you weren't sure you wanted to tell me, I definitely invite you to tell me. This is a safe space. I'm 100,000% grateful of it. Alexis got 132. Nice. Amanda, sorry I'm late. I was having dinner. Ooh, what did you have for dinner? I'm curious. 3 times for that sprint. Very nice. I finished a chapter and started the first scene of the next one. Very exciting, Hannah. And Abby got 573. Nice. Drew the first 4 days from bullet journal from March. Need to do 3 more. Nice. Lee got a discussion post done for English class. Very nice, Lee. Discussion posts. Ooh, I remember those days. 89 words handwritten. Very nice. This month I'm finally getting on YouTube. I've been saying this for 3 months now. Tips on not being terrified in front of the camera. It's gonna be scary at first, Mickey, but I think you're gonna have the hang of it, because I feel like I feel like you're like me. And once you start kind of being on camera, it's going to be so easy. I started my channel March of last year. And if you go back and watch my first video, I haven't watched my first vlog yet. I'm going to do that for a video the end of March. But if you watch my first video, it is so, you can tell I'm trying to be as like prim and proper and light voiced, and this is my writing routine. I'm sending this out to beta readers. You know, I am like, yeah, I'm not comfortable yet, and you can kind of tell. But I think it's like with anything, with time, it kind of gets easier. And with me, I practice a lot on Instagram stories. Like I just gave updates on my Instagram stories, and that really helped me out, you know, helped me gain some confidence in the talking department, because Instagram, it's kind of, I don't know, it's like short content like that too, but I don't know. Hang on, the comments jumped again. Oh, 205, and I'm really happy with that. That's amazing, Ellie. BG got 200 as well. Twins. Working on cutting down one scene, so far I added 4 words to it. Oh no. That's okay. Out of 5 stars, bumped to 4. Nice. 2 tasks to finish the current objective. Ooh, look at you go. I'm excited for you. Got the introduction going. Very nice. Also, Eva, I saw the sticker, and it's so cute. Temple and that was weird. Temple and Blue should publish middle grade story typo on page 1. Yeah. There's always, I mean, I feel like it happens a lot with just, you know, and that's okay. That's okay. It's hard for me to, it's hard for me to kind of accept sometimes, because, like, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be perfect. I am just one. I'm a human being. But like, you know, this is, I don't want to phrase this. This is me and my publishing journey. This is, you know, so I feel like every missed typo just feels like, oh, I did this wrong. How could I do this wrong? You know, and I build it up more in my head than I really should. I need to learn how to not do that. My mom, she's so sweet. She always talks me off the ledge because I get so upset about the littlest stuff, and I shouldn't. You know, like, we're all human. It's fine. It's just a small thing. You fix it, you re-upload, good as new. You know. What do you miss most with the world before COVID-19? Oh, ooh, I wasn't gonna say it because sometimes YouTube algorithms like don't like me when I say it, but you know what? It's fine. Honestly, I miss being able to go out with people, like with my friends. I'm so upset that I turned 21 in quarantine. Like, that is my, I mean, that is my, not my biggest sad face, because obviously I miss my grandparents too, but I really wish I could have had a nice 21st birthday, and I did not. And that's fine, you know. I miss that the world was healthy then, because a lot of crap's happened. But for me, I'm really bummed that I spent my 21st birthday at home with myself in a bottle of champagne. I mean, not that I'm a partier person anyway. I had never drank alcohol before my 21st birthday. I was a goody two shoes. So I don't even know how it would have gone if I had gone out, but I would have liked to have done something more elaborate. The first version of my first book had number 9 in the middle of the word police. It does happen. Yeah, and it's kind of funny. Like, it's the smallest things, the randomest things, you know, and it's okay. It's okay. Chipotle. You missed Chipotle? Oh my gosh, I haven't had Chipotle in so long. Oh. Gio, hello. Or is that what you had for dinner? I don't know. My mom made stuffed peppers. Mine had ricotta and said marinara sauce. Yes. I was going to say Mariana sauce. That's not what it's called. Well, very nice. I feel like I would like ricotta more. Hang on. There we go. Last word things. Mine was do. Oh, I don't really do that anymore. I always forget. My last word is hall. HAWWLL. HALL. Lord. I'm like ready, but also not at all. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to watch your channel. Yes, my anniversary is going to be March 31st. I started it just before Camp Nano. I started March. Oh, I feel like everybody's first video has to be awkward. It's like a rite of passage. I didn't get to fix it for under a bunch of author copies, but it's fixed now. Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, I have that issue all the time. That's why I have 20 typo copies of Can't Catch My Breath. You know, like I ordered things before I should have. But if you want a copy, it's only $5. I just don't know how else I don't know what else to do with them, you know? I mean, I'd love to give them away, but I just 20 copies of books and then plus shipping. But yeah, $5 if you want. Ginger Plan's getting ready to rewrite my first book. Ooh, that's exciting. Rewrite. What was? I might have missed something. But what is that to Eva? My mom made subtitles. Oh, I think I saw that one already. I find formatting errors in Tangled romance books all the time. Yeah, it's something that just can definitely slip through the cracks. Who's single? Who's mingled? Who's looking for a Pringle? Give me the tea. I'm single. always have been. Hopefully, won't always be, but it's fine. Oh my gosh, I have a cute work boy story. If any of you want to hear it. I just redid the formatting for book one of the dystopian fantasy series. I ended up with a small formatting error in book two. Like I said, I feel like some things just fall through the cracks, and it's so frustrating. But we're all just human, you know. That's what happens when you're a person. You know, we have editors, but I mean, nobody's going to catch everything. You know what I mean? At least not the first time around. At least I wouldn't think so. If they do, I want them to proofread my book. Turning 21 tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Happy early birthday. Ah, that's exciting. I miss so much. The answer is so long. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes, I agree. I miss traveling as well. I could have gone to New York City during Christmas time this year if it weren't for the state of the world. I'm so bummed. I turned 21 in quarantine too. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. I don't know, Catherine. I feel like I just don't know. I don't know what I would order because I don't know anything about alcohol. So I don't know. Super tested. I wish you mute for the background for watch hours. You're the best, Charlie. Oh my gosh. Are you a host or co-host for the WW Write-a-thon? What is WW? What is that? I'm curious. Just started for camp 2, but that was for the July one. I feel like that's a great time to start a channel just before camp, or during camp or during Nano, because that's when people are looking for these kind of vlog content, you know. We'll be starting our next sprint very soon, guys. I've been doing a few blog post series from sneak proofing because I always have typos. Oh, I feel you on that. The 1 year is March 24th. Stephanie, that's awesome. 222. Oh, we can do. Yeah, I like that. I'll put it up now so don't forget. All right, 2222. I like that. Meaning to order one. I think the link is down below in case you guys want to look at any of the signed copies. They're all available except the pretty copies of Can't Catch My Breath. If you're wanting to get a special edition copy of What Are Friends For, we're down to 5 copies. So, oh, gotcha. I should have put that together. I overstayed again, but edited quite a bit. Send the link to a fellow writer. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe I'll spill the story after the next sprint. Yes. I'm always down to hear cute boy stories at Chat Livestream. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. That was like one of my first live streams too, and I just went on a ramble session about boys. What the heck? I'll have to do it for the next one then. I used to talk about cute boy on Twitter. Then he stopped being cute boy because then he turned into a manager, but I still call him that because I don't want to call him by his name. But Yeah, I have a funny story about that. Not about that, about him, I should say. It's the first time I'm writing horror stories. I'm a bit nervous. Ooh, oh my goodness. I love that you're branching out. I'm terrible at branching out. Maybe one day. Does anyone want to read a book about bisexual werewolf who's torn between his boyfriend and mate and cover up girlfriend? Heck yes. That sounds good. Oh, I did not know any of this. So no, I'm not a host or a co-host. I didn't know everyone is seeking co-hosts. How have I not seen any of this? Oh my gosh, I'm like living under a rock. I don't know. I'd love to be a co-host, but because I don't know, I just don't. Who organized it? Who's organizing this? I forgot. I'm so bad. This last 3 days of my first week of work, and you've been reading comments. I love that you're still being productive. Be productive, please. Please. I'm going to make lunch the next sprint. Ooh, good idea. I hope to see you all the places, Sarah. All the live streams. I think it'll be fun. I have to make eggs and make them while we still listening. But I know it's early Saturday. Saturday I work. Oh, if it's a weekend, that totally makes sense why I wouldn't have known about it, because I do work on Saturdays, so that makes sense. Okay. That makes gotcha. All right. But I'll have to see if I can pop by. Definitely. What is the hardest thing about being authortuber content creator? Does anybody have some input on this? I think it'd be fun to have all of our opinions. It is 8 o'clock and I've only done one sprint. Shoot. So the hardest thing about being an author is, lately I've been finding myself like typing out a sentence and so Edith's book. Let's give Edith's book for an example. Edith's book is definitely the quirkier kind of books that I've written. I think it's kind of more along the lines of maybe not. It's more of a romantic comedy than my other ones. It's not a romantic comedy, but it's got more of the like lighthearted, teasing kind of tone to it than my other ones, which are kind of a little bit more heavier. So I find myself typing sentences and being like, is somebody gonna think this is cheesy? Is somebody gonna think this is like dorky, And I find myself kind of worrying about what other people might think, which is dumb. I need to stop it. Yes, AuthorTube, I think it's along the same lines. Like, it's hard to, we talked about this in the beginning, but it's hard to post my experiences with my writing, and then people kind of comment about how, like, how the quality isn't good because I'm writing it too fast. And I think it's one of those things that kind of makes an opinion biased sometimes. Like, that's kind of why I didn't talk about how I made the cover for Waterfronts 4, the rebrand. I made the front cover, the ebook cover. That's kind of why I didn't talk about it, because I didn't want anyone saying like, oh, this doesn't look good, because I feel like I'm always just nervous that that's going to be the case. Because you don't know who's on the internet, and on YouTube, it's kind of more of a broader space. That anybody can find me and anybody can comment anything, Content creator. I feel like I always struggle with posting like important, interesting stuff, I'm trying to balance between posting like stuff about my books and then stuff about stuff for other authors to enjoy. I don't know. I feel like I just struggle with balance a little bit. All right. I think I'm going to start the sprint now because I've been talking for a hot minute, for lots of minutes. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to go through and read your guys' responses because I'm really interested to hear about what your responses are. So let me cue up the timer. Okay. 22 minutes, 22 seconds on the clock. I'm going to go for 4 sprints, you guys. So don't worry. I'm not cutting you guys short. I've got a lot to do tonight. So 22 minutes, 22 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this thing. Yay! So that was our second sprint, my friends. How'd we do? Guys, I didn't do anything. Well, I did. Okay. I posted a TikTok. So if you want to go over to TikTok and like it, that'd be amazing. But I started to read, and then I realized it's extremely hard for me to read sitting here. Extremely hard. So I'm probably going to read after the stream is over on my bed. So I'm a little bit more comfy. And I also realized I am only at 200 words for the day, and I need to write 3,000 before I go to bed. So, yeah. So I spent that sprint outlining chapter 8. And guys, can I just say, I'm loving that outlining is working for me right now. And I think it's because I really have a crystal clear concept of what I want this book to be. But it's actually kind of, I don't know what the word I want to use is. It's actually kind of comforting to be able to, like, I can show you a little bit about what I have outlined. Like, not, like, okay. So this, from the green down, is chapter 7. So, like, it's comforting to be able to know a chapter so much that I can write down a full paragraph of it. You know, that's comforting to me. Like, I feel reassured going into that chapter. And I've never really felt that with outlining before. I used to think, man, I don't want to outline. I just want to hop into reading. But I think the way that I'm doing it is, so I started off with the Save the Cat outline. And I started off with like what scenes I wanted to add. And then I started off with the Save the Cat loose outline. I don't know why I use Save the Cat. That's just the one I know off the top of my head. And then I kind of started then with characteristics of the main people. And then I started drafting every chapter. And at first it was a lot more vague. And then I started to go into longer explanations. But I outlined 5 chapters, and I wrote those 5 chapters, and I outlined 6 and 7, and then I wrote 6, and I'm on 7 right now. So I just started outlining 8. So I think it's nice to go at that kind of pace rather than for me outlining all. Sorry, that lamp is turning my lighting weird. Instead of outlining all at once, it's nice to outline as I go. I'm kind of enjoying that right now. I know I don't really enjoy outlining, but I'm finding it working for me this time around, and that's really awesome. All right. So I got through 2 chapters of alpha reader comments in my book. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. That is so exciting. I read that short story one more time. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, Zara, are they enjoying the book so far? Hopefully. I'm excited to hear. I read a chapter of the beta reading stuff I have to do, and then I transcribed notes that I took about it into an email draft. Pretty well done. That sounds like a productive time to me. Love that. 420 words. I just watched the main character reading. Not happy about it. I love that. I love that. It sounds awesome. Oh, my jaw is starting to hurt. I'm talking too much. I've just been gabbing. You guys are starting to look up bookstores that carry indie books and card the reality. Oh my gosh. Let's talk about that really quick. I have a few indie bookstores near me, but they only call themselves indie because they're independent from like those big bookstores, and they don't accept indie books. And I'm like, you know what? I'm mad because like just because I'm not traditionally published doesn't mean I don't have a good book. You know, they don't even have a will review it policy. It's a direct no. All the ones around me. And it makes me so frustrated. So frustrated. So, Mickey, I feel you. I don't think I'm in the crying stage. I'm in the angry stage. Did some Malay mainly revise my planner for the other. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's really exciting, Evelyn. Yes, I'd revise my planner too. Come on, click. There you go. I have written 318 words. Nice. Nice. I have to write through K to meet my end of March goal. Yeah, I have to write 3K every day for my goal for the 16th. So far, it hasn't been a challenge, but I think today might be hard since I haven't really written yet today. Yikes. Words. Ones with words. Let me see what song I had been singing because I was singing a song. So on my playlist right now is Overdrive by Conan. I knew somebody who pronounced it Conan and somebody who pronounced it Conan. Their names, so it could be either. But and I also have Way Less Sad by AJR. Fix It to Break It by Clinton Kane is also one that I have been listening to. Very good stuff. So it's kind of like a mix of things, but not instrumental, no. Jasmine, hello. I'm doing well. I think I am doing well. How are you doing? There was a hair. I'm sorry. If you guys haven't liked this stream yet and you want to, it would help me out. It does boost me in the algorithm, but totally up to you. I'm in love with the moment they're having, and I'm mighty proud of myself for writing it. I love moments like that. That's amazing. I love moments like that. I always outline every book I write, and it's honestly great to pretty much always know where you're going. I'm such a pantser. Like, I like to not I have an idea of where I want to go because it's in my head, right? But I don't ever write it down because I don't ever write it down, I don't elaborate on it. So I have the basic stuff in my head. So I'm enjoying writing it all down. A loud crack, but I'm not loving that. I honestly would say a crack, but because it cracks off the bat. Because if it's a metal bat, it makes that kind of metallic sound. If it's a wooden bat, it depends on like if it's like high school baseball, because I'm pretty sure high school baseball uses metal bats for the most part. So it would make it like a metallic sound. A loud crack. I'm not loving that. I don't know. I feel like I would probably have written it as a crack, but boomer. That's funny. Not a fan of STC. 7 type of stories want to write down the information how I outline from multi-point of view. Yeah, I feel like it's very. I've talked about this before with somebody. It is very. I don't want to say basic, but it kind of is. I absolutely hate Act 3 because it goes into break into Act 3, climax, conclusion, final image. Like, whoa, hang on. Act 3 is, I mean, it doesn't have to be that short, you know? It just feels super short to me when you're going from introduction to Act 3, climax, you know, it's like, whoa, hang on, let's take a step back, you know, let's elaborate a little bit. And then, like, yeah, I feel like it is kind of, and especially if you're having multi-point of views, it would definitely be a little bit too constricting and doesn't give them a lot of room for elaboration. I definitely get that. What book are you working on? I'm working on my writing challenge book right now. So I'm on chapter 7, I said? Yes. And they're liking it. Yay. I love that for you. I outline on a chapter breakdown basis and I'll deviate from it if I come up with something better and start a little differently. Yeah, I think that's great. I feel like it's awesome that you have room to, like, I'm not the kind of person who would outline and feel constricted to an outline. You know what I mean? I would also deviate from it if I found something different. My dog is barking. But it's just been fun to play around with. The comments always jump. It's fine. That's why I take long pauses, because I'm trying to find where I was. One of my favorite traditional published authors is getting an indie bookstore award. I love her, but it made me mad because she's published in the Big 5. Oh, see, that just just seems like indie should mean indie. Yeah, I know. Sometimes like I agree. I feel like it should be the same thing, especially if it's in the same kind of industry, you know. But then again, I feel like indie published is a pretty new term for the self-published. I think that's maybe not. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I feel like that's kind of a newer term. Because I know there used to be like indie presses. I don't know why my pinky moved with that. But I don't know. I agree. I feel like indie bookstores should be more accepting. Like I get maybe they'll have like an influx of books submitted, but I don't know. It just kind of seems dumb when you restrict like I don't know. If I had a bookstore, I would definitely allow indie books. Self-published books. 1K in total from the 2 sprints we had. Nice. Oh my gosh. That's awesome, VG. I'm good. Just working on a new book. Oh, exciting. I can only write to instrumental music or also have to jam sesh. I will have a jam sesh. I'm supposed to be writing. Yes. I think in my last live stream, I was jamming out pretty hard because I was listening to I don't even know what song I was listening to. But I was like, oh, this is a great song. And I had to jam out. Ooh, thwack. Good work. Maybe your characters listen to you and be serious. I can never. That's funny. Honestly, I don't think I've ever experienced what other authors say that their characters are deviating from what they want them to do. I've never experienced that. And I feel like I wish I could. You know, like I feel like it's so fun when authors are like, my character did this and I wasn't expecting them to, you know? I'm like, oh, I want those moments. But I can see how it would be stressful. But I've never had that kind of moment. Shoot. If anybody has any tips to how to get characters to listen to you. I barely follow Save the Cat. It's my favorite, but from all the fun people you can do is point of the character. That makes sense. And I agree. It's a great skeleton for you to jump off of. Yeah. And I was gonna say the fun and games too was a little bit frustrating because it's like so it just kind of combines all the goodness into one thing. And so it's harder for me to break it up, you know, because for the fun and games you do have several scenes. So that's just hard for me. Where did you go into traditional publications? You know, I would never say never. That was a dumb answer. I would. I think I would in the future. Right now I'm really happy with my self-publishing and how that's going. The thing is, I can try to go traditional and it might not happen. You know, that's not something that's ultimately up to me. Would I like it? Would I enjoy the process? Would I enjoy trying out the process? Yeah, for sure. For sure. That sounds like the outline we used for my synopsis in my screenwriting class. Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, I just feel like it's just so jumpy at the end. It's too much. Too little, I should say. Also, chapter on twins! I love that. I deviate from outlines if I need to. I used to think that meant it was bad online, but I realized it's okay. It makes me like outline more. Yeah, I agree. I feel like deviating is better for you in the long run too, because it means you won't, you know, write a book that you're not happy with. So I'm glad that you were able to deviate. Yeah, story structure is a template from Abby Emmons, has a longer act. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I really started outlining loose outlines. I'll get it once or twice. Honestly, when I outline, I don't ever look at it again because it's in my head, so I don't really need to reference it. However, I'm having a lot of fun doing a detailed outline of my chapters. Detailed, you know, nothing too much, but and then referencing it as I go is really interesting. I was just like, wait, like it's already hard enough for us indies. Yeah, I get that. All right, what time is it? 8:34. Holy cow. I guess I should decide whether it's bad as aluminum or wood, and I like these ideas. Thank you, everyone. Of course. Indie bookstores deny self-published authors because I heard most of bookshelves space for jackpot stuff. That makes total sense. Yeah. And plus, when you think about it, there's a ton of self-published books out there. You know what I'm saying? Tons. So it makes sense why I feel like why they could restrict, but to outright deny kind of sounds sad. But I understand. I also never had the issue with characters not behaving. Sometimes it's frustrating. I can't capture what they're doing perfectly enough. Yes, I feel you on that. Yes. I feel like my characters don't usually deviate from what I want them to do, but I, like you say, I have a hard time describing what I want them to do. I don't think it's too little. I try to outline my ways to deviate from my outlines. Yeah, that's great. I like that. I think that's great. I always say I'm pursuing traditional publishing because it's out of my hands. Fingers crossed. So exactly, I that is one of the things. Like I can say I want to traditionally publish, but like you say, Leela, it's out of our hands. But yeah, fingers crossed. One day, you know, I think it could be fun. Like the reason I self-published in the first place was because I just wasn't accepted into the traditionally published world, and that's out of my hands. But self-publishing, I can take into my hands. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying. All right. So once I get to the bottom of these comments, we'll start our third sprint. Oh, fudge. Cute boy story. I'll make it quick. Well, yeah. Or should I just like not? Maybe I'll save it for the end. I just don't want to cut anybody off, so I'll rush a little bit quicker. But oh, she know how to do my outline. I was so sure because I do enjoy like talking about the stuff that we brought up. You know, I don't want to not give anybody a voice to say what they want to say. I'm always so strict about saying my outline. That's okay, Abby. That's totally okay. I feel like you can always go back with editing and kind of deviate from there. Sometimes you just need to get the idea onto paper or onto computer. Right now, later versions because I sometimes need to move scenes around. That makes total sense. I have an outline for probably forget about them after the third chapter. That's funny. I actually don't do well with longer sprints. That's actually a really long sprint. So probably not. Yeah. Yeah. I like my highest is 25 that I go. So we can do a 25 one next. My characters will behave. I'll go with it because my stories are always character driven. I think all my characters is real people. I love that, Gio. I think I'm getting a headache too. I think it's because the weather is changing crazy. It was like 60 degrees today. Yeah, it's really hard. But that's okay. I was alone. Oh no, not alone. All right, let's start the next sprint now. I'll save the cute boy story for the end, maybe. It's not even that funny, but it happened the day before Valentine's Day, and I was like, oh, wait, but wasn't to be. 25, 35 on the clock. Let's do this. And well, I'm jumping into this quite kind of fast, but sorry. In 3, 2, 1. Happy sprinting, my friends. Yay! That is the end of the third sprint. We have one more to go. Only 9:03. We're doing great. We're doing fine. We're doing, I don't know. It's okay. How do we do? Let me check how I did. Is it a dimple? Sorry, I got distracted. I feel tired. Like I've just been looking at the screen for so long. I think I got, let me think. So about 600 words. Yes. This section I highlighted is 540. But I had gone through and added some more. So about 600, maybe like 585, maybe. We'll round up. I finished a blog post. That's awesome. I'm becoming consistent. Love that. 428, finished a chapter. Very nice. I was trying to decide if I wanted to break for the chapter or not. I don't know. I decided not to, and I can always break for it if I need to be, but we'll see. The scene that I have to write isn't that long, so it makes sense to not break the chapter, but everyone's doing great about the runes, learning them faster than I anticipated. That's the best! That is the best. I love it when you can pick up stuff fast. I'm reading. Very nice, Danya. Cut 100 words in one scene, slow but steady progress. You've got this. You've got this. Finished the outline and started writing. Got 344 words. Yay! Absolutely yay! 52 words and read 3 chapters of the book. More notes. You want to call it night soon. I have school tomorrow. I'm getting kind of tired. I want to finish the last sprint though. Gotcha. We won't let this one be too long of a talking one. My exclusive bookshops this time. It was a fuzz. Planning is making me so excited for the year. I feel like my year starts in April because that's the cover of the month. Oh, I'm excited, Mickey. Oh my gosh, my cover reveal is in April as well. I'm excited. Are you talking about when you're publishing your next book yet or releasing your next book yet? I don't know if you've mentioned it or not. I'm curious. 294, I got started talking about college professors who had classes with. Oh, I like that. 600 words. Nice. Yes, I am drafting. I'm doing that writing challenge that I've been documenting on Instagram and on TikTok. So, yes, today is day 7. Yeah. I'm supposed to hit 20,000 words today. So, right now I'm at 19,647. So, I'm definitely going to smash that out of the park. Technically, I'm supposed to hit 21,000, but we'll get there. I want to share the blog post. I don't know if anyone here watches BL. I would be interested in my in-depth analysis blog posts about the societal issues of BL. What is BL? BL. I'm curious what that is. Ellie got 302 words. Nice. 1.7K for the 3 sprints we've had. Very, very nice. I'm releasing my next one May 4th. I love that. May the 4th be with you. I love that. Can you guys hear that? Is that too loud? My brother is a very loud talker. I have no idea where he gets it from. Made somewhat of a breakthrough with my novel writing. I'm concerned there's too much going on. Used to really had not enough side stuff going on. Oh, I feel you. I that's always something I struggle with. Distel's book was actually hard for me to figure out, like a good balance because I had so many things to tie together. You know, I totally understand. I'm so sorry. Yes, We're Not Places comes out. September 1st, the series I started with is on Wattpad now. I'm just taking my time with it. Nice! That's awesome. I'm excited for you. Decided to go with something I'm more personally invested in for publishing officially. Yes, I'm happy you decided that, Mickey. I'm very happy you did. I meant to do this one. 293 words, handwritten. Nice. To put it very simply. Was that a response to your comment above? I think you don't hear anything. Okay, good, because I'm hearing the other some birds are ringing up something. I don't know, just my brother. But he's just a loud talker. I don't get it. Yes. All right, I'm working really hard to introduce chapter 6. No, introduce 6 characters in chapter 1. And figure out what perspectives to tell those in 6. Ooh, that's a lot. That's why I'm really bad at different perspectives. Actually, I've never really tried seriously before, but I don't think I'd be able to get a story written. Like I don't think I don't think I'd be able to get it all fleshed out properly for me. But that's awesome that that's awesome that you want to try for 6 characters. I think you've got this. Let's see. Well, I don't think it's too many because there's a lot of books that have a lot of perspectives. That's the word I wanted to use. They're not done with the story yet. Ooh, when do they need to be done by? I'm curious. They're gonna say it's another ghost. No ghosts. Oh man, that was sketch. Yeah, no ghosts. Last night I had to take my dog out to go to the bathroom at like 1:30, and it was I was so freaked out because I kept thinking I could hear someone breathing outside, and I was like, I have no idea where it's coming from. Then again, I had my AirPods in, and the AirPods have a mode where it amplifies the sound. You know, it's like a microphone kind of. So I could have been hearing my own breathing, but it still freaked me out. Oh, I think I must have missed that comment. Must not have come through. That's happened before. So that has happened before where comments don't come through on StreamYard. I have no idea why it does not. But okay, that makes sense. I'm sorry that didn't come through. That happened last time, I think, and I kind of was getting frustrated about it. Oh, okay. Mine too. Well, not for my alpha, but for my betas. That's really exciting. I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous about my beta feedback. Brooks was, she enjoyed it. So it's nice to have at least one person that is enjoying what they're reading. I first completely finished over the 34-point POV book. It wasn't even about humans or mythical creatures. I completely loved it. I was finished published, whether it be indie or trad. That's awesome, Hannah. I love that. Amplifies ambient sound. Is that what the AirPods do? Well, for this, it said like you can hear. I think it says it. Oh, it's transparent mode. It's transparent mode, so it plays music, but it also turns on the microphone so people can talk to you while it's playing music and you can hear it well. Yes. All right. Wait, I'm so confused. I must have missed something. I'm sorry. German essay is rough. Oh, German essay. That sounds kind of fun, though. You've got this. You've got this. Are we ready to start our next sprint, or are we wanting to chat some more? Typos. I feel like I always ask mine to not really point out typos too much, just because I don't want them to like be scouring for typos. But I feel you because I have an inconsistency in my book, and I hate that it's there because Brooke had mentioned that she saw it, and I feel like there's one more plot point I want to elaborate on a little bit more, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want you all to read it yet. I want to go back and fix that. Oh, it was your guess. Okay. I mean, you're kind of right, to be honest. So, okay, we'll do the sprint and then we'll do the boys' story time. Yes, boys' story time after this. This is our last sprint of the night, so get all those words in, my friends. Let's do like a 17-minute one, eh? Let's do 17 for Geo. I love that. I just associate that number with you now, Geo. Okay, let's start our 4th and final sprint of the night. If you haven't liked this stream yet and you wanted to, I would really appreciate it. Thank you for coming. And, well, this isn't the outro. I'll say all that at the end. But I hope you get a lot of words for this final sprint. In 3, 2, 1, let's do this thing. There we go. Final sprint. Let me calculate my word. Calculate. Because I kind of went hard. Because I was getting so close to... okay, maybe I didn't go as hard as I thought I did. But I got 370. But I went into 20,000. I hit 20K, you guys. That's awesome. I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited. I hit 20K. I still have 1,000 more words to write tonight. But I'm going to get that easy, I think. The next scene is going to be a volleyball practice, which, holy cow, I had a lot of people DM me when I asked for volleyball tips, and so I have got a ton of information to use for the volleyball practice, and I'm so excited about that. If you're one of the people who DM'd me, thank you so much, because I have a lot now, and I'm very excited. All right. Nothing got distracted. Oh, that's okay, Abby. Towards the end, I feel like I always get distracted too. If I wasn't so close to 20K, I think I would have fallen off. Although I did go and visit my brother for a minute while we were, well, in the beginning. There you go. 293. Nice job. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I think I kind of want to go for 5K. But then if I go for 5K, do I just kind of keep going and try and hit 25K, I should say? Should I try and just go and... Today was supposed to be my 10K day, to be honest. It didn't really happen. But I don't think I can do 10K. But I can definitely do 5K for the day. I have to look over my vlog footage that I have because I have been vlogging random clips here and there. Because Friday's video was not a vlog, so it kind of just threw everything off, vlog wise. So I have to kind of go through my vlog clips and see what I've got because I have no idea what I've got. I've unboxed a ton of stuff, but there's so much to learn and plan. I'm tired. You've got this, Mickey. You've got this. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Okay, I did some more reading and more transcribing. I think that I'll be going to bed soon. Totally get that. It's getting late. If I hadn't taken a nap, I would have been very tired right now. I always do that. I always get a second number first. 325. Main character about to drop a major metaphorical bombshell. Ooh! I love that. If they do, I would love this. Because I've never attended a volleyball game, so I feel like, ooh, there's one thing I want to ask. Maybe I'll DM you, Sarah, so if you can ask your cousins. I don't know if, like, you know how in baseball, I don't know if it's after the game or before the game, like the opposing teams usually like do that line and they like slap each other's hands. I think it's after because then they do a good game, you know. I don't know if there's anything like that for volleyball. I'm really curious. Thank you. 2K fellow sprints we have. These writing sprints are productive. Yes, that's awesome. That's an autumn. Awesome word count for the sprints. Yes. 28. I think that's great, Ellie. I think that's totally great, especially for a last sprint because last ones, I feel like the motivation kind of fizzles out for me. So it's totally okay. Wrote about 500 words, got to a really fun scene between a school bully and a popular cheerleader who like each other but want to admit it. Ooh, it sounds suspenseful. I love that. Love that kind of premise idea. Volleyball is my sport. Granted, you play 3 sports. Volleyball is so fun if you're within a group of people who know what they're doing. Most of people who don't play is also fun. My character is in her school team, so yes. 853 words. Thank you guys for the push. Oh, yes, that's awesome. Doing research, so nothing for me. Well, research is still very productive. I started out of my leagues in the last sprint. I was mentally done outlining for today. Oh, well, I hope you enjoy it. Oh my gosh, thank you for reading. Volleyball, it's my sport. In high school, I actually played volleyball first, but haven't touched the ball for years. I've never played. It looks interesting. I've never been much of a sports person. I will. I definitely will. Thank you so much for being my little ear. Some colleges put their games on YouTube for free. I don't know if it's drastically different from high school volleyball. Great research. I looked on YouTube and there was some great practices, but wasn't really looking for games. But that's a good idea to look up for games. Oh, okay. So it is before and after my school. Just to run, we just wave. Normally you say good luck before the game starts and good game after. So do you just like so let's say before Rona, would you have gone up to the net and said it like that, or I'm trying to visualize how you would have done it. Because like I said, for baseball, they kind of just walk in a line past each other. Is that kind of how it is? I'm glad you could talk about it forever. I think that's fun to just like talk about things that you love. You're the best. Let me know, is anybody else seeing the blurriness? My hotspot is still going, so it should not be anything major. Maybe I'll look on YouTube really quick. Mine looks okay on my YouTube. I don't know, but that's okay. Do we want to do the cute boy story real quick, friends? Do you want to? You run in a line and do like a low 5 under the net. Okay. I'm gonna take it. No, I'll write this down really quick. Hang on. Sorry, I really don't want to forget. I mean, I don't think I'll forget it, but I want to write it down. But where can I write it down at? Do I have a blank spot anywhere? No. Awesome. It's fine. I'll just do an asterisk. Eloise comes up in this book because Edith and Eloise have beef. Low 5 under the net. Okay. Edith and Eloise have beef, so they're going to be in a game together, so I'm excited. So wait, Hannah, you did that before and after as well? Cute boy story. All right. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing like crazy. So don't get your hopes up too high. Okay, so picture this. Also, I hope, well, honestly, if he does watch anything, he would never get this far. Plus, my name is not my name, so I don't think he would ever see this. So it's fine. As long as no one, low 5 is before. Oops, hang on. It's for all players. Cool. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, so cute boy. So it is the day before Valentine's Day, right? And I have in the past been like he's always made like sly comments, like there's this one restaurant near us that he likes to go to. And before I don't know, it might have been this time last year. Edith is 17. She's a senior in high school. Sorry. I would always say, oh my gosh, I've never been there before, like the casual, like, hey, ask me to go there, and he never did, which is fine. And when and my cute boy crush on him kind of definitely fizzled out. So I am not really like he's cute. He has like cute longish hair, he's cute, but I don't think I would ever want it to go anywhere just because we do work together, so that'd be really weird. Like I feel like I've come to a spot where I'm like, okay, it's fine. Right? So February, the day before Valentine's Day, he comes up to me and he's talking about a broken air conditioner. And I'm like, okay. And he's telling me all the specifics about it. And I'm not quite listening. Oh, have a great night, Hannah. Have a great night. Sleep well. And so I'm not quite listening. So he turns to leave. And then he goes, can I ask you a random question? And then my brain is instantly like, oh my gosh, it's February 13th. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. He's going to ask me to go to that restaurant that he likes to go to because he had just told me he had gotten a gift card for there, And I'm like, oh my gosh, wait a second. Is he going to ask like blah, blah, my mind races to all those conclusions. And so I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, go ahead, ask me a question. And he goes, what kind of car do you have? Because he knows I have a certain model of a car, but like he didn't know what the trim was. If you can have like a LS, LZ, I don't know. And I'm like, that's your random question? You want to know what kind of car I have? Like, really? Wasn't at all what I was expecting. So I told him what kind of car I had. And he's like, well, after work, can I come out and look under the hood? Because I'm doing something that on a buddy's car that is the exact same car as yours. And I just want to look under the hood. Yeah, that was I'm like, car? You want to know about my car? Okay. So after my shift, I tell him, I was like, hey, I'm done working. I clocked out. You can come look at my car now. He's like, okay. So he follows me out to my car, and I open up the hood, and I stand at my car door for a second, and I'm like, do I get into my car and wait till he's done? Or do I try and strike up a conversation on something that I don't really care about? Just to like keep the conversation going. So you guys, I was like, so what exactly did you want to fix again on his car? Like, what is it that you're looking at? And he's like, oh, well, come here and I'll show you. And I'm like, oh, yes, I will come there, And so I come up alongside him and he's pointing out what's wrong with the car. And he's going into detail about it, like what's this and some lever or whatever. I wasn't really paying attention because I had zero idea what he was talking about. It was going all over my head. Not a car girl. And I was like, well, do you think that that's the problem? The thing that he was pointing at. He's like, well, yeah, I think so. He's like, thanks for letting me look. And I'm like, you're welcome. And he shuts the hood. He's like, see you later. And he walks back inside. I was like, sir, I just asked you questions about a car, and I'm not a car person. And he knew that because I was like, there's a trim on a car? Like, what's a trim for a car? Like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, bro, the day before Valentine's Day. I mean, which is, it's not his fault. I'm not really mad at him. I'm just saying this is just kind of a funny moment. I was just like, yes. I thought he was going to too, as well. I thought he was as well. That's happened so many times where he's a really friendly guy. So I feel like sometimes I'm picking up on something that's not really there. And I don't know if he just thinks I'm friendly too. I mean, this time last January, a year ago, January, I spent 3 hours talking to him at work when I didn't even work that day. I had to come in to pick up my check, and we just talked for 3 hours. So I feel like that's kind of obvious how I had felt, No. And then this past Saturday when I worked, it was my first time seeing him again. And I was picking something off my cart because I'm a housekeeper. And he's like halfway down the hallway and he goes, Sarah. And I turn and he's like, how are you doing? How have you been? I haven't seen you in so long. And I'm like, buddy, you cannot be nice to me like that. You cannot act like you're happy to see me. And then you can't do it. Okay. It's not allowed. And every time so I get a soda halfway through the day because when you're, working in cleaning rooms, you get thirsty. And I'm not healthy, so I don't drink water at work. And so every day I come down halfway through the day. And I only see him on Saturdays. We only work together on Saturdays. So when I come down, he's so chatty that like I'm just standing there listening to him talk when I'm like, okay, I kind of gotta go back to work now, But yeah, that was my boy story. And also the day when he asked to look underneath my car, when he was talking to me about the air conditioning. So how that came about, there's multiple floors to the hotel. So I came down to the first floor to clean the rooms on the first floor. And he goes, hey, when you go into this specific room, radio me and I'll come into that room. So, and then my brain is like, why do I need to be in that room when you're in that room? You know what I mean? Like, why do we have to be in there at the same time? Why can you not do it when I'm in a different room? You know what I mean? So I was like, so you want to be in it when I'm in it? I see what you're doing, you know? And that's why when he had mentioned, can I ask you a random question? That's why my brain picked up on, is he gonna ask me out? Because like, why else would you come specifically to a room waiting until I got in it? Because he just wanted to look at the air conditioner. He could have done that when I was not in the room. Do you know what I mean? So, okay, now I'm gonna look at your comments because I saw them coming in. Maybe he got nervous. He could have. He's a really charismatic person. Charismatic? That's the word. Charismatic. Charismatic. Yeah, charismatic. I was thinking charisma, but charismatic, yes. He's really chatty and he's really charismatic. He's a front desk guy. So like that's like his thing. So it makes me think maybe he is just a very nice person and I'm picking it up as flirting when it's not flirting, which makes me think that's it because he had zero clue about coming out to my car. It's totally fine. I don't think he has a girlfriend. We had a talk a little while ago and he did not have a girlfriend. But he always talks to me about how well, not anymore because it's, you know, things are going on in the world, but how he used to hang out with friends. And the other day, he was talking to me about how he asked me what I did for, what was the most recent holiday? Oh my gosh, was it New Year's? That definitely would not have been the other day then. He asked me what I did for New Year's, and I told him I just played video games with my brother. And he talked about how he played video games with his brother too. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's stuff that you just wouldn't care to tell a work buddy. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, no, I could never. Well, and plus two, I feel like I am not totally into it anymore. Before I was like hardcore into it. I'm like, dude, I like you. Let's, you know, he was cute. He was nice. And now he's cute, but now I'm just like, dude, you took too long. You're taking too long. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would do if he actually asked me out on a date. I really don't know what I would do. I'd probably freak out because it would be very awkward. We have bosses who would probably make it very awkward. He was building the courage to ask you. Yeah, I probably rushed him. But I was like, dude, you can, when someone is like, so like, what is that you're doing again? Like, I obviously did not care. I mean, I didn't obviously care. He wouldn't have said it, but I didn't care. Come on, boy. And then when he's like, well, come here and I'll show you. And I'm like, okay. All right. This almost sounded like how my partner was before we became friends and eventually got together. Oh, I love that. I'm sensing chemistry. I don't know. I think he likes you. Try talking about something you like with him. I'll have to. The other, like, it's hard because I was gonna tell him. He knows I write. He knows I do like writing on the side and stuff. And so I was gonna tell him about my 16-day challenge to see how he reacted to it, but I didn't get a chance to. Ugh. Good night, Becky. Thank you for coming and for chatting with us. Yeah, that was all. I didn't have an early job interview in the morning. Oh my gosh, good luck. Yes, keep my fingers crossed for you. Oh my gosh. As a guy, I can't confirm. I feel like I just don't know. I feel like he's so just like I said, charismatic. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But if I have any more stories, I'll definitely let you know. If you go to my Twitter, well, you can't really search my Twitter exactly, but I used to have fun, cute work boy talks about him on Twitter. Then he told me he would check out my Twitter, and then I was like, fudge. I didn't give him the username, though, so we're good on that front. All right. Maybe wait until COVID's over. Yeah, maybe. Probably not the best idea to be dating yet. I mean, although we do work, I mean, we have masks on, so I mean, it's different, but you should tell them about it the next time you see him. I'll try to. The thing is, I always get so nervous. Like, I don't want to plan out what I want to say in my head, but I get nervous and I just like blurt out stuff, and then I'll walk away without actually finishing what I wanted to talk about. Apparently, it took a while to ask to forget it. We've been friends for years. Well, I like that. Maybe that's the case. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm not as like into it as I thought as I was, but it would still be nice. I haven't been on a date in like 2 years. So 18, 19 years adults. Yeah, I do think, in my opinion, they're adults because, I mean, like, I know you said not legally speaking, but they legally are an adult. So my brain, that just says, yes, you're an adult. Someone can be charismatic and nervous when it comes to someone they like. I guess that's true. That is true. And I feel like I know a lot about him because that one 3-hour talking session, we talked about like everything. So I don't know. I feel it's just the strangest thing. Like I said, if I had more updates, I'll definitely give you some. I don't think I'll see him Tuesday. I think the next time I'll see him is Saturday. And then on Saturday, I only saw him for like 5 minutes. So that was a bummer. But, you know, Lord, I hope nobody from work ever finds this. I think I would die. And if they do find it, if you work with me, do not ever mention this, please, and thanks. People say I'm charismatic, but I'm nervous when I'm around girls. I feel like I'm really nervous when people I like. I don't really like many people, but when I used to when I used to find boys I liked, I was really nervous around them too. But then I would fake my confidence. All right. Haven't been on a date in over a year. I feel like it's just I'm just going through a time right now where there's just no guys around here. The last date I went on, he talked about himself for the entire time. We went to Applebee's and we were there for 2.5 hours. We finished our meal and then his friends appeared at the table beside us and he was talking to them for the rest of the time, and it was just a horrendous time. And when I got home, he's like, I'm sorry for talking to my friends so long. And I was like, hey, it's fine. And we never texted again. Like, we both knew, hey, this is not it. It's always hard when you're flirting and it's like, I'm being so obvious right now, but they don't catch on. Oh my gosh. Right? And it makes me even more cautious since it is somebody I work with. If it wasn't somebody I worked with, you know, I might be like, hey, let's go get a drink sometime because we are both adults, you know. But since it is somebody I work with, it just kind of makes me a little bit uncomfortable because what if something goes wrong, you know? Like, what if it's just really bad? Although I can't imagine it being so bad that we would have an awkward conversation at work or anything like that. True. Then again, this happened a year ago. So I don't know. I mean, things could have changed. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Well, I hopefully something fun happens and I can give you updates. Could you imagine? Cute boy series. All right. I think that's it about him. It's kind of funny. I don't want to say his name, but his name is in a book that I have written, but it was not on purpose. I wrote the book before I met him. So the fact that it just makes it so uncomfortable. It's just so awkward. It's not great, but you know. Plus, I had a really bad breakup. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sending you some virtual hugs. That's not fun. I'm not that I would know, but I'm assuming it's not. I'm really sorry for that. And Sarah had. Oh my goodness. Hugs. Yes, we need all the tea. Yes, I'll give you all the tea when it comes in. It definitely is not on purpose. No, it's definitely not on purpose. I would never do that. I would never do that. I feel like that is so it is. No, it's not after him. No, I swear. Okay, so the character isn't out of my league. And I wrote Out of My League in high school, and I did not know him in high school, so it is not about him. But every time that I write that name, it's just like, ugh. Or every time I see that name. But stop it. No, no, you guys. Okay. I think that's all I want to say, though. I think that's all I've got to say, to be honest. I don't think there's much else to add. But yeah, so our next live stream is probably gonna be next Sunday. And I guess maybe then we'll have more to talk about because I work on Saturday. Who knows? Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't liked this video yet and you wanted to, it'd really help out my channel. I love all of you guys. Thank you for like listening to me rant, because when that happened, I was like, excuse me, boy. You gotta go check out my other one where I talk about boys too, because I was going hard with it. I talked about all of my past guys, I think, which sounds gross. I'm very single. Like, not gross. Sounds funny. My past dates. There we go. That's the word. I've been on, I think, 5 dates. My cursed number is 2. If a guy gets past the second date, he might be golden. I've never gotten past a second date with somebody. So yeah. If a boy gets past second date 2, ooh, better be picking out wedding rings, guys. Okay, so I should probably get going because my dad has to leave in a few minutes, and I wanted to say goodbye before he heads off to work. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys on Sunday. I have a video coming out tomorrow about my March goals. Thank you guys for chatting with me about this. I kind of am debating about privating this video just for this past part of it. I don't know. I don't know. Not a rant, not even a ramble. We're here for it. Girl talk with sweetheart. I love that. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so glad you guys had fun. I will see you next time. Have a great morning, afternoon, or night, and write all the words in between our next conversation. Bye, guys.